breaking me to pieces. I wanna know that Imri Ziv is feeling alive during his first rehearsal at Eurovision 2017. We have got to talk about it. Are you ready? Let's do this! Yes, Israel's Imri Ziv showed up to his first rehearsal, worked out and ready to slay. Let me just put this out there, the choreography, the lighting, this is a lot of fun, it is eye-catching, it's a great closer to the show. You cannot forget this going into the voting interval because it is so bam! You know, it is bam! There is pyro, he's working his dance moves. I've talked about how in the past I thought that he was very, very stiff and wooden. He is finally letting go, and when you let go, you come alive, honey. My microphone is on. He was just feeling this. He seemed more confident. We know he's been working out extra hard in advance of this, and he wore a not a tank top, but a sleeveless shirt showing off his hulking shoulders. He's ready to lift his dancers and himself up to the sky. I'm gonna stop babbling. I'm just gonna say this. This really rose in my estimation because it wasn't one of my top tracks, but he has made it very feel good, and I feel good, and I'm gonna feel good if he makes the final.
Well, he's definitely playing off his sex appeal. Like, he knows he's sex on legs. If you have ever seen a Take That video from the 1990s, he has one of those kind of vests on. And then he's doing his performance. I was surprised that it was so dark. It's very dark, lots of reds. I thought it was going to be much more summery, but somehow it works. He's trying to capture the Golden Boy vibes because it starts off with just him on his own and it's very serious, and then he gets to the chorus and then all the dancers come in, and then the party really starts. There were one or two moments where his voice struggled, but I suppose you could attribute that to the choreography. But yeah, it's a great show closer.
One or two.
I feel alive.
One or 2 dozen, maybe, in combined. I mean, I did get very close to a speaker at one point and thought I might lose an eardrum.
Oh dear.
Look, okay, his vocals are not there. The choreography looks like it's the Village People updated to 2017, vis-a-vis 1990s clothes. Look, I enjoy it to a degree. Like, I mean, in terms of a show closer, it's no Laura Tesoro at the end of the day. I mean, that's the vibe I think they were going for with it. It's not that. But it's enjoyable. I think it'll make it through because, you know, it's got a good show closing feel to it. But that's it. Like, I genuinely, it just has left me feeling very flat because the vocals just kind of really ruin it all at the moment.
There is a solution, honey. Crank up the backing, turn off the
The problem is he was the backing.
No, like, the problem, as you rightly point out, is the choreography. I think his voice has improved significantly. It's just all that movement. It is really hard to sing, and it was fine for me vocally until that one note where he goes, I feel alive. Like, at that point, I was like, cat in heat. But it was just that moment, you know, because the rest of it is a huge improvement.
Yes.
Huge.
All the Israeli delegation need to do is phone Samra, Azerbaijan 2016 and be like, how did you get from your rehearsal to your final performance without any flaws? So yeah, and then the problem will be solved. Because like Samra, he's very nice to look at. They're both very telegenic. And it is a fun performance, and the LED is done very effectively, and the floor, and it mimics his movements, and there's constellations. There's one point though at the very start where he's kind of walking out and it looks like there's kind of a caterpillar or a slug behind him. I think that's a bit strange. I don't know what that's meant to symbolize, but apart from that, it's very effective. Yeah.
It's memorable because I know he was the last to perform, but I'm still kind of humming it, bobbing to it. It gives me that my body is now ready. I am ready to move. Let's go around with our predictions, how this will do, if it will get through. Chris?
I think it will get through. I don't think it actually would deserve to get through, but I think it will. You know, the pyro works. There's lots of good elements. It just needs to have somebody stronger at the front. I'm just going to be outright and say it. I don't think he's good enough to be a frontman at Eurovision. Of course, I'm saying this. I'm not good enough to be a frontman at Eurovision. Anyway, you know, if it gets to the final, I don't think it'd do very well. I think it'd probably be stuck on maybe first, exactly like Belgium was last year. Because again, it's a good opener. Other than that, No.
And a good closer. He is closing that semi and he is headed to the final. We need a good club banger at Eurovision. And I don't know if they waited deliberately to see what other people had sent before they chose their song, or if they wanted to give him a club banger which is really loud so maybe you don't have to have the voice of an angel. Either way, I think this is going through.
Yeah, Samra got through last year, Imri's going through this year.
That's what we think. What do you think? Are you saluting the Star of David? Does Imri bring it for you? Are you feeling the heat? Let us know here on wiwibloggs.
Make sure to subscribe.
And please like and comment on this video. We would love to hear your thoughts.
And we'll feel alive. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.